hot. This is hot.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Richard. Curtis Rousseau is a genius. Darnell Washington is luscious. Homeboys 18 to 24 gonna riot in the streets over this. We're talking major winner here.
Well, thanks, Jeff. It's nice to know the boys in the mailroom are on our side.
If you ask me, it's just pandering to the lowest common denominator.
Absolutely. We got a monster on our hands.
Jeff?
Yeah, come on, guys, with the sitting and the watching. I'm sure there's some mail to be delivered. I'll probably be involved with that as well.
Yeah, why not?
You'd never catch Mahalia Jackson singing in her underwear.
Understatement's never been Curtis Rousseau's long suit.
Woo! Scared of you. Look, but don't touch. Never touch. What do you think? Well, they called Elvis the king, but Elvis ain't the king. You the king.
Curtis, Donnell's new video arrived.
Ah, the fruits of my labor. Care to join us?
Oh, I'll pass. I had an obscene phone call last night that pretty much covered the same territory.
I know what you're thinking, but I checked it out, and there are only 7 states where we won't be able to show it. 2 of them are Dakotas.
Curtis, I have absolutely no problem with this. If that's what you want, you got it.
I do.
No more arguments. Read that.
Dear Mr. Bradley, we are pleased to inform you that you have been appointed to serve as instructor of music and band director at Harrisonville Community High School. Man, they can't just appoint somebody like that. We'll get you out of this. I got a cousin.
Curtis, I wanted the job. I applied for it. Now, you know I've been talking about being a teacher for years. It's just not happening for me here anymore. I'll be gone at the end of the week.
Richard, we've been partners for 8 years. How could you possibly... Please hold my calls. I'm busy being stabbed in the back. Oh, yeah? It's the Tonight Show calling back about Darnell. Marcia, my sweet. I just called to say hello. Oh, listen, one small thing. Can we get Darnell Washington on before she goes on tour? Darnell Washington. Are you kidding? She's a household word.
Darnell!
Washington!
Helen said that you were talking to the Carson people about me. Now, Curtis, I'm not just gonna sing. I want to sit on the couch.
Johnny, what was that thumping sound? Well, get up off your knees, man. Sorry, John, I cannot permit Darnell to exhaust herself before a major tour, and that's that. And tell Ed to stop sending me all of that mail.
Was that who I think it was? And did you just tell him what I think you did?
Good thinking, Curtis. It's much better if she goes on the show after the tour.
Right.
That way the band will be tight and you guys will really know the new material.
Well, that's true.
Extremely true. Don't you have a costume fitting?
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, listen, why don't you take care of that and let Curtis and I handle the minor details, okay?
You know, after the tour might be better.
Much better. Oh, and Darnell,
Huh?
remember to keep that top as small as you can. We don't want to waste material. Did you see that? Did you see 2 partners handle an extremely delicate situation with style and finesse? And you're telling me you want to throw all this away?
Curtis, what we just did had nothing to do with music. I mean, lately we spent all our time worrying about demographics and creating images. It's becoming a job.
Richard.
It's not fun anymore. There's just no passion.
Richard!
I want to feel the way I felt when I took my first piano lesson. If I can help one kid feel that way...
Richard, if I might be allowed to get a word in edgewise, I could put an end to all this foolishness. Last night at Tony's Grill, I heard a girl sing. It was like a miracle, like God looked down and said, Curtis, my man, I'm sending you a chick who's actually worthy of your talents as a producer.
God says chick?
God's cool. Richard, this girl Jamie could be the biggest star Unisound ever had.
Great, Curtis. If she's that hot, sign her up.
I can't do it alone. This girl comes with one large, overprotective father that she always goes to for advice.
So?
So, the man's planning to send her to medical school. The girl can sing, and he wants her to be a doctor.
Oh, some people's priorities.
I was also shocked. Anyway, I drove out to see him this morning, and he kept going on about how he'd been a career Army officer, how he didn't want his little girl to lead a superficial, fast-lane kind of life. I said, who does? Come on out to the limo. We'll take some caviar out of the fridge, have a little something from the bar, and talk it over.
And he didn't buy that?
Nothing. Oh. I was getting desperate, so I mentioned you.
Thank you.
I told him you had old-fashioned values just like him, and he bought it. So that's when I told him you'd personally be handling Jamie's career.
You didn't.
I believe I did. But the fact you better focus on is he and Jamie are coming here to meet you in about an hour.
They're not.
I believe they are. And we're scheduled to cut a demo tape tomorrow morning.
Fine, Curtis, but I'm still leaving at the end of the week.
Richard, you at least owe me this. Meet Jamie and her father, you listen to her sing, then if you still want to go, I will, as a man of class, step aside gracefully.
All right, Curtis. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will do everything I can to help you sign her, short of lying.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Curtis! Curtis, are you going to come out here? We're going to have this meeting in the bathroom.
If there was a charity for people who have to dress like this every day, my check would be in the mail.
Send them in, Helen.
Mr. Harlan Sinclair and his daughter, Jamie.
Richard Bradley, sir. Pleasure to meet you. It's nice to meet you, too.
Thank you. I've heard a lot about you. It'd be an honor to work with you.
Thank you.
Mr. Rousseau, you look nice.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Dewey.
Did someone die?
Not yet. I was just listening once again to Paul Robeson. I think of Mr. Robeson as the embodiment of everything I believe in. Hard work, discipline, courage in the face of adversity. But I'd be interested in hearing what you think, Mr. Sinclair.
I think that may be the largest pile of manure I've ever encountered in an urban setting.
I see.
Here it is, Mr. Bradley. Bottom line. Singing for fun on the weekends is one thing, but I don't want my little girl in this business. I'm only here because she pleaded with me and because I'm hoping that eventually she'll make the right decision on her own.
Daddy.
As I told your partner this morning after he pulled up in that 16-cylinder cocktail lounge, the entire music business seems to reek of excess and sham.
I believe you also mentioned hypocrisy, something I particularly despise.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Sinclair, but my guess is that Jamie's on pretty solid ground.
Thank you.
And of course, if she signs with Unisound, we'll constantly be on guard. Personally, I feel it's our responsibility to provide moral leadership for all our artists.
Well, Curtis, what do you think? Trashy enough for you?
Who is this woman? What? Why, Miss Washington, if you think I'd allow you to go on stage in a garment of that nature...
What are you talking about? You designed it.
Of course I designed it. I designed it for that public service announcement we're doing on the evils of lust. Yes, I think that will convey the sense of shame and degradation we're looking for quite nicely.
Donnell, I'd like you to meet Mr. Harlan Sinclair and his daughter Jamie, and this is Donnell Washington.
Miss Washington, I think your albums are wonderful.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
It would be such a thrill for me to be on the same label as you.
Is she a singer?
In what sense of the word?
Now, you told me that you had no intention of signing another female solo until I had a movie deal in place. Curtis, we will talk.
been irritated with me ever since I imposed that 9 o'clock curfew on her. But I said a single woman has no business.
Mr. Sinclair, I'm going to be perfectly straight with you.
That would be refreshing.
Curtis Rousseau is everything you think he is.
Why, thank you.
He's vain, he's superficial, he's manipulative.
Could I see you outside?
It's
for a
okay,
moment?
Curtis, I'm coming to a good point.
Point?
You see, the truth is, behind all this flamboyance is a decent man. A good man.
A man who cares.
And professionally speaking, your daughter couldn't be in better hands. Look, Mr. Sinclair, the music business can be a positive experience. It's challenging, it's exciting,
Mr.
rewards.
Bradley, I have a good feeling about you.
Thank you.
If I could be sure that you were guiding Jamie personally, I'd have to at least consider it.
Of course he'll be guiding Jamie personally.
Curtis?
Jamie, you have that tape?
Yeah.
Ow! It is hot.
What's that?
Tape I made at Tony's. That place I told you about.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Jamie, I'm sure Curtis is right. You probably have a wonderful voice, and this is a great place to start your career. But you're going to have to do it without me.
Care for a snack?
Curtis?
Richard?
So, guess you're here to slice me up about this afternoon, huh? Sorry.
Richard, you and I have been friends since Michael Jackson had cartilage. You did what you had to do. I'm through trying to change your mind.
Are you feeling okay, Curtis? You're taking this pretty well. I would have expected at least begging and pleading, if not groveling.
Curtis Rousseau does not grovel. Oh, Lord! Oh, no.
What's the matter?
This is the last thing I expected. Jamie's outside. How could this have happened?
Obviously, you gave her the right address.
Well, how she got here is no longer the issue. We'll just have to make the best of it. I told her I wouldn't be here, so I just slip out through the kitchen later.
Jamie.
Hello, Mr. Bradley.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened this afternoon, that Curtis had you come all this way for nothing, but
Look, I would like to talk to you for a minute, on my own, if you don't mind.
Sure, no problem. Come on in. Have a seat.
I just wanted to say that of all the people I've met in my 21 years of life, you are scum.
I beg your pardon?
Here I work like a dog to get some kind of a break, and you louse it up.
Hey, hold on a second. Now, you may be good, but so are a lot of people. You just have no idea what this business is really like.
And I never will, thanks to you.
Why not? You're an adult. You say, Daddy, I'm going to do it anyway.
I can't. Since Mama died, I'm all Daddy's got, and I couldn't do it if I knew he'd be worried about me. Besides, I know how good you are. I need you.
For what? There are a lot of smart people at Unison.
I'm not talking about my career. I'm talking about my music. Like, why does my throat close up on anything over a high F sharp?
Do a scale. Come on, just do it. Okay, you're pushing too hard. You're tightening your jaw instead of using more breath.
What do you mean?
Nice and easy, okay? Just keep your jaw loose in my hands, right? Then when you get halfway up, catch a quick breath. How was that?
Nice. I mean, my throat didn't close up. Not that it matters, since I'll be back at Tony's singing to a bunch of kids waiting on pizza burgers.
Hey, listen, if you can't take singing at Tony's, how are you going to survive being an opening act, huh? When you get booed off the stage because everybody's waiting to see the headline.
Come on, that's a little melodramatic, don't you think?
Melodramatic? I had to open for Merle Haggard one time. That's right, darling. I opened for Merle Haggard. And it wasn't fun. I was 8 bars into Try a Little Tenderness when I got hit in the head with a cowboy boot.
So what are you saying? I don't have the guts to do this?
Well, you wouldn't be the first.
Look, I'm real sorry you feel that way, okay? But I'm gonna go on singing no matter what. No one's gonna chase me away from what I love. And if anyone ever throws a cowboy boot at me, I'm gonna throw it back.
You have a wonderful way with women.
I thought you were leaving.
I thought so too. Then I found myself staying.
And listening in.
That too.
Sorry if I blew things for you with Jamie. It's just that I wake up every morning feeling like I should be doing something else.
Well, it's not over yet. She's still coming in to cut that demo. Of course, with that large father of hers, signing her now will take a miracle. And the heavens opened up. And there was a flash of light. And I said unto myself, I said, Reverend, you've got too much to offer to dedicate yourself to conventional ministry. Take your divinity degree and enter the music business. Amen. Amen. And who better to watch over Jamie than the head of our inspirational music division, Reverend Schroeder. And as a reverend, I get a good feeling about this young lady and unisound. And that feeling is coming in high. It's coming in high, but it's coming in low. It's coming in low. I mean, it's coming in high, back to high, and yet it's coming in low. Low again. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. I said high and low. I said high, hit me, and low. Your Holiness.
Good morning, Mr. Bradley.
Good morning. You're all here early?
Your partner suggested we come in early to meet with Reverend Schroeder.
Yes, one of the few reverends who runs a mailroom.
Can a man have 2 callings?
Reverend, I think your other calling is calling.
I simply must be going. Bless you, my child. Vaya con Dios. Well, ready to make that demo?
It's not going to be a demo.
Good idea. We'll just go straight to compact disc.
We're not going anywhere. I had a talk with my little girl last night, right, Jamie?
Right, Daddy.
And despite Mr. Rousseau's many imaginative arguments to the contrary, we both decided that medical school is best. Right, Jamie?
Right, Daddy.
Seems to me somebody got hit in the head with a cowboy boot.
Oh, good morning, gentlemen. Let's go, Jamie.
Look, I'm sorry. I have to make a stand. If you walk out now, it'll be the biggest mistake of your life. I can't let you do that.
Move away from that door.
Door? Who put that door there?
Step aside, please.
Mr. Sinclair, you leave me no other choice. Please don't go.
Curtis, don't grovel.
I'm not groveling. I'm simply trying to reason with the man from a kneeling position.
Get up, Curtis. Let him go. They've both made up their minds, and she obviously doesn't have what it takes.
Well, my daughter has what it takes. She has what it takes to be a doctor, and she has no interest in wasting her time in this business.
She has no interest, or you have.
I think I'm better qualified than you to determine what's best for Jamie.
I know what's best for Jamie, a 5-album contract.
You stay out of this.
Face it, Curtis. The girl doesn't want it.
You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you done to me? You make me feel so good inside.
feels good.
Good, why?
Very good. You really want to do this, don't you, baby?
More than anything in the world, Daddy.
Are you still leaving to be a teacher?
I wouldn't have to if I could find a student here.
Make me proud.
Thank you! Thank you, Daddy!
You did it.
You didn't give me much choice.
Excuse me. Can I speak to you alone for a minute?
Certainly.
You realize that I'm entrusting my daughter to you, so if anything happens to her, I'll have to kill you.
Of course.
Whatever it is, I want to be included.
You got it.
Friday is a hilarious hour filled with the best of TV's bloopers and practical jokes, followed by 2 explosive episodes of Miami Vice. Sunday, don't miss one of the most chilling and bizarre tales of our time. Mark Harlan stars as Ted Bundy, a charismatic young law student suspected of killing over 25 women. Meet the Deliberate Stranger, Sunday.